Alright, YouTube. So what I have here is the SwiftCam M3s. I just got this in the mail today. Crazy excited about it. Here's the deal. I opened it up earlier. I charged the batteries and I kind of used it just a little bit, a few minutes, just to kind of test it, and it works. What this video's purpose is to do a quick unboxing and give you my first impressions with it, and later down the road I'll go into a full complete review. Alright, so came inside this white box here, obviously. It was, shrink wrapped, so tore that off and you slide this black box out. So this is a magnetically closed box. It's actually a pretty cool box. It feels really nice. As soon as you open it, it gives you a quick set of instructions. Very basic. Turn it on, connect it to the app, blah blah blah. So anyway, open this guy up, and first thing you get is you see this black felt bag on top. Pretty cheap, not really going to protect your device that well, so probably might want to get something different. Next, you got your quick little instruction manual, startup guide. It's well translated, actually. I'm kind of impressed with it. Alright, so first thing you pull out is the battery charger. It's very cheap little plastic door, gives you quick instructions on the inside. It is a very nice charger though. What I do like it is you plug it in, it initializes, you'll get red blinking dots across the board here, 3 individual lights, and it'll go solid red while it's charging. And as each battery charges, say the left one charges first, that light will turn blue, the rest of them will still be red, showing they're charging. So once you get 3 blue lights, that means you have 3 charged batteries. Pretty cool. On the end here, it's got the either micro or mini USB port. I'm not really exactly sure which one's which. Okay, so next out of the box is the cable. This is the charging cable that comes with it. One end is USB, the other end is micro or mini. And this is a really nice cable, actually. It's very short, maybe a foot long. But you pull it out and you got the other adapter here. So actually, this is probably the coolest thing in this whole box as far as accessories. It's a nice little cable. Like I said, maybe about a foot long. So next thing you get into is the cap. This is the end cap for the battery door, essentially. I believe this is aluminum. It's solid. It's a really nice piece. At the bottom here you got a tripod mount, which is really cool, and honestly I had a really hard time finding a gyro that actually had the tripod mount in the bottom. It's pretty rare, and thank you SwiftCam for doing that. It's really cool. Next thing you get are 2 extra foam pads. I'll show you what those are used for later. And then you get into the batteries. These 3 were shrink wrapped together, so I took that apart, of course. Seem to be pretty nice batteries. I mean, kind of off-brand, I guess. Brilli Power IMR 18350 3.7 volt 900 microamp rechargeables. You get 3 of those, and the the stabilizer takes all 3. I believe I got everything. Yeah, the meat and potatoes here. So here is the stabilizer itself. Now, first impressions, I am super stoked about this thing. It's really cool, looks really nice, really sleek design, and simple to use. Now, a few issues with this thing. Let me get into the issues real quick. Alright, as you see up here, this motor, this is the motor, this is the arm, nicely mounted, very flush, right here. Come down to this motor, down here, the other motor. See, here's the arm, and there's a gap. There's an actual gap between the motor and the arm, and it's crooked. So, you know, I don't even know what to say about that. I guess it's just quality control issues. I think maybe I can just tighten these down and it'll pull it flush. I'm a little worried because it might be crooked to balance it, but I kind of doubt that. I can't really tell. It kind of looks like it might be a pin in there, but I mean, you can see the screw in there. It's got threads. You can see some wires. So I don't want to, like, you know, tighten it down and break something. I don't know. It just doesn't feel good to me. Anyway, these extra pads here are what's going to slide in this clip. So you'd pull the old one off and put this one in here if you have a smaller phone. I have the iPhone 6s or 6 Plus, and you have to take it out of any case, and it slides in there perfectly with these pads. So if you have the normal iPhone, just the iPhone 5, iPhone 6, you'd have to remove this pad and put the thicker ones in there. Alright, and it's very simple to add the phone. So there's a little button on top here, and it opens up the clips. Clamp your phone in and let it go. Now everything up here is really rubberized plastic, feels really high quality, it's aluminum, brushless motors, real nice. You get down on the handle, it gets super cheap. I mean, insanely cheap. This is just really cheap, crappy plastic, really crappy grip. The thumbstick here, it just feels cheap. You know, really disappointed in the handle itself. Power button on front, just feels cheap. It's got a nice click to it, feels solid, but I don't know, it just gives me a really cheap quality feel, and that sucks. Alright, so come down, inserting the batteries. They go button end in, and 3 of them slide in. And then you take the aluminum cap and screw it on. Now, the threads on this thing are just plastic. It's a nice aluminum cap going into this plastic body, and it just feels really crappy. I just don't like it. I'm very disappointed in that. I mean, I paid $300 for this unit, and you know, you'd think you'd maybe get, like, their older one, their previous model was aluminum. The whole handle, everything was solid aluminum. And I don't know, it just makes a really nice device feel really cheap. Alright, so let's get into the operation real quick. Okay, so it's extremely simple here. Let's see if I can do this one hand here. Anyway, so it's locked into this position when you're storing it. Okay, it's locked into this position. So what you do is you bring the one arm out and you flip this thing all the way around. Alright, so phone, nice and easy. If I can do this. So you pop open the clip, slide your phone in, and try and get it balanced. Now you see mine is extremely off balance. It's a heavier phone. It's the iPhone 6 Plus. So, I almost forgot. Something else in the box is the counterweight. Now, another gripe I have about this, at least the one I got, you slide this counterweight on, and it is insanely tight. I mean, I just don't think it's machined very well, to be honest with you. It clips in, and it literally takes me about probably 5 minutes just to slowly, carefully, like, try and pull this thing off. And it takes a lot of force. It sucks. But anyway, once you get that on, just kind of get a quick balance of the phone. A little bit too far. It doesn't take very long. You just got to get it pretty close. Alright, it doesn't have to be exact from what I understand. Okay. say about there. And you can test it by, you know, just giving it a little push and see if it goes back into center position. So this one's still kind of hanging a little bit lower on the left. Slide it right a little bit. There you go, much better. Alright, now, to initialize it, you push the button on the front, that little white button. It's going to light up. Then you hold this down until it fires up. Boom. Done. Alright, so, does it work? Yes, it does. It works quite well. Alright, so this here was just a quick unboxing, quick initial thoughts about this device. It's got the 3 modes, which I'll go into in the full in-depth review. You can move it around with the joystick, get different angles. It's nice and smooth, you know, it really produces great footage. I've only been able to test this out in my room just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is bring you full review, an actual review, besides, you know, just with the crap that's on YouTube right now, just the reviews suck. Alright, you don't get any information about this device, and it's just the, you know, the SwiftCam channel, their official channel, you know, just showing you, oh yes, look at how amazing this thing is. But, you know, I'm going to give you a full honest review here, hopefully within a week or two. I'm going to go out and collect some footage, put a really nice video together, and give you my thoughts. We got the battery charger. Like I said, cheapo plastic, but you know what, whatever, it works. Alright, so flat end on the springs. Ooh, let's go that one backwards. I just said what I need to do too. Alright, so anyway, flat end on the springs. Done. Now you're going to take the cable. It's going to be a little rubber band around it. Alright, so you can charge this either from a computer, or they said iPod and Android chargers. So, I mean, they don't give you a wall outlet, they just give you this USB cable. So, what I got here is the stock charger that came in with my iPhone 6 Plus. Alright, plug the other end in. Boom, done. Now, what you're going to see is it's going to blink red for a little while. And once it goes solid red, that means it's charging. I don't know why it starts blinking red, it's like initializing or something. But anyway, as you can see, it went solid. And it's charging now. And this cable's really cool. It lights up blue. I think that's awesome. I love the cable that came with this thing. It's the coolest thing. It's even better than the device itself. Okay, maybe not, but you catch my drift. Like I said, each of those lights are going to turn blue on their own once each battery is charged. And so if the middle one charges first, just the middle one's going to be blue. Once you get all 3 blue, it's fully charged. Or show you, check this out. It's got the counterweight on the end. It doesn't really want to fold back up. It's, you know, it rubs against the base, and I don't know if that's just because mine doesn't fit that well, or this is just how it's designed. And another thing, here we go, I'm going to put the end cap on and show you that it does actually fit on a tripod. Now this is a super cheapo tripod. I don't really want to do this, but you know what? Exactly. So I was afraid it was going to happen. Anyway, here we go. It's mounted onto the tripod now. Just kind of pan up for you a little bit. But it is the quarter mount screw, and it does fit on a tripod, standard tripod mount. There you have it. When I got this thing out of the box, okay, it was completely dead, no battery life at all. So I couldn't use it straight out of the box. And it says in the instructions, do a full charge before you use it the first time. So I thought I'd pass it on with you, and I guess I'm gonna call this video wrap. And like I said, a few weeks down the road, 1 or 2, I'm gonna have a full review. Hopefully it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to answer any questions y'all might have. So in the comments, throw some questions down there. Give this video a like, subscribe, so you get kept up to date. And you know, it was really hard for me to buy this device because there was just no YouTube videos of anybody reviewing this thing. So I kind of, you know, took a jump off the cliff there. And I feel like this is a pretty good device. It works. I just, you know, there's just some quality control issues right off the bat that I'm seeing. So I'm really hoping SwiftCam actually sees this, you know, the employees over there, and you know, hopefully maybe they'll rectify the situation here or explain to me, you know, why it came the way it is. You know, there's just a few things that just aren't quite right. So anyway, hopefully get back to you in a few weeks and have an actual full real review on this thing.